All right, hey, Mark Schreiber here at Loveland Classical, obviously, in the Innovation Lab and Da Vinci Lab Innovation Center. We're still working on the name, but the gist of it is we're here trying to help kids understand innovation. And the innovation's not always just the shiny thing at the end, but it's that process. And classical schools are all about the process, learning, trying to understand kind of what's in between, not just the end goal. So we've got a fun of cool different toys. There's actually sounds in the background because we're doing microbits right now. Microbits are from the BBC in the UK. They actually gave them to every 5th grader, which is kind of crazy. So we've got a whole bin of them here, kind of different parts of them. Different people have different projects going. They have servos, they have lights, they have sounds, and they're trying to make a project that will integrate a code that they build with a laser cut piece or a 3D printed piece or something like that. So anyway, let's walk around and show. See, you can kind of see maybe at some point the different programming, the code on there. We've got computers here. Excuse me, Lincoln. Ernie's doing servos down here. So there's servos and rainbow lights on clap. Is it? Yep. It unclap, it turns it on, turns it off, which is pretty cool. There's block coding that you can see on the screen and all these different things that they're trying to work on. But once again, this is their project. They're trying to figure out what they want to do and then using tutorials or each other to do it. Lincoln's actually got, can you show the AI? Actually has a way to pair microbit with something called Teachable Machine. So, oh yeah, well, that's all right. See, there's a camera person here, verisimilitude. And he can train it over here onto the different side and it'll tell him that he's putting hands up or not. So the classes change. And then we can, based on that, we can actually make the microbit do something. So turn on a light, whatever. Here's pressure former. We've got some stuff on top of it. But what it does is we took a bunch of 3D printed objects there and then we stuck them inside the pressure former and pushed down with heat and pressure to create a reverse of it so that we could then fill it with concrete, resin, chocolate, and make whatever we want. So that's one of the processes they learned. 3D printers, a whole bunch of different 3D printers and PLA. This one, they're printing on different things. What's this little guy's name? Kirby, yeah. Sometimes they just print things that they have seen. Usually what we're doing is we're printing things that they made there. So a couple different printers. This one's actually a stereolithography printer, so it prints really high detail, which is great for the pressure former. And then a little wash and the kind of the resin casting side of things. So if we want to do chocolate or concrete or resin, we've got that there. And here's some of the different things they've made. This is a little resin form. These are little concrete forms. All the different stuff, we kind of keep it. This one's got embedded lights into it here. So if you plug them in, it lights up the bottom of this whole thing. Mandalorian's hot, you know. Now, they haven't made that, but I was saying earlier in the class that they could actually take the Mandalorian helmet, use that, make it into a lampshade, something like that. More microbit projects, 3D printers. More. A lot of stuff. We have a lot of storage and open storage just for kids projects. So these are all my high school students projects that are working on their stuff. Here's some more of the molds that we've done in the past. Just a different one, Harriet Tubman, Confucius. We did a whole project where we actually got a grant from Otter Cares to do a project, and the project had basically using philosophers. We took their faces, we 3D printed them, we vacuum formed them, and then we turned them into chocolate. So, and we called it Chocolosophy. So it's basically a little business side of things too. And here's all of our little chocolate casts. We've got Iron Man, definitely a philosopher. And we've got Einstein, Jesus, Harriet Tubman, Confucius, Nietzsche, you know, a lot of different ones in there. So those are good. I just have to keep the kids from eating them. Laser cutter right here, laser cut stuff out. We use them a lot for just making even little boxes. And so when you laser cut it, super fast prototyping tool. We'll cut it in cardboard. We have a ton of cardboard around that we'll work with and then do our final in wood or acrylic. We have a lot of different acrylic and stuff too. Then our tool area. This is more the beat on things and do things. This is a fun little punch. It just kind of punches through cardboard. Yeah. But it's great for making nice holes, stuff. This is a small mill, computer numeric controlled mill, a CNC. And CNCs are subtractive, so 3D printers are additive. This one's subtractive. It just takes away pieces so that you can make some cool things. We have some actually furniture because we have a bigger one. There's some microwaves here. We have lots of weird things in here, but this microwave is actually used for melting some of the chocolate. Convection oven, sometimes used for bending acrylic, so we can do freeform shapes. And then finally our electronics area over here, drones, all these little bins. We've got all these little parts and pieces for speakers, bone conductive speakers, soldering stations, and LEDs. So we just took this out there as well. But yeah, all the little parts and pieces are up here, LED strips there, and that is kind of the gist of the tour. But I think, with classical education, we are trying to make students think, right? Not just recipe, build the same thing. So this isn't a Lego class. Every kid gets a chance to build what they want and use their brain in hopefully a unique way to be really what is innovation.